Oh man, we're starting part 2 off with some good news. I am probably jumping the gun on this, but let me back up just a touch. You can see my cat has taken over the futon. His hair has gotten everywhere. He had a sneezing fit over there, and I just wanted to change my sheets. So instead he got comfortable. He has failed in taking a nap several times, as have I, because the windows are just crazy. It is 1:30 in the afternoon. I'm trying to get to bed. I was just finding a video to fall asleep to, and my dad waltzes in with something. That's not the package. That was Ruby and Sapphire. He waltzes in with a package that I left in the other room, and it contained some plastic I hid under that box. Wow, I'm really ruining this. But that is 16 gigs of RAM. That is not the RAM you just saw. Wow, this is weird because this is... It looks the exact same, but this is 3000 megahertz RAM. I actually mailed 3G's RAM back along with the leaf green game I bought. That's not relevant because it was faulty as I thought. So I have confirmed this as I have plugged in my new RAM, $120 to get these 2 sticks of 16 gigs. God, I hope it's worth it. But doesn't that just look sexy? Oh, it totally matches the motherboard. I stuck in 8 gigs and the system posted. It went through the little error check, and then it went yellow, which means RAM is faulty, and then it went white right past it, and then it went up, and then it was good. A little green light came on, and I got a system like this but bigger. So I don't have anything plugged into this computer. All I wanted to see is F2 or delete to run setup. That means this system is kind of there. So I'm going to plug in a keyboard, tinker with that off camera. But what this effectively means is we've gotten one of my 2 ifs out of the way. The 2 ifs are, if the RAM works, then the system, you know, is going to be complete. I have all the functional parts to power everything in here, and I'm really hoping this fan's doing the job. I can't imagine the CPU is busy right now. And the other if is, if I take the SSD, if I take that SSD and put it in the system, will Windows ignore the fact that it's a new motherboard and boot up properly? So if all goes well, my gaming system will be complete. This is a keyboard I have. It's an extra keyboard. Every computer nerd needs to have extra equipment. I have a Razer Naga Chroma that's in my backpack I haven't touched in over a month. Yes, a Razer Naga Chroma is my backup mouse. Get on my level, guys. So I just plugged that in. I didn't mean to record, but look at how sexy this BIOS looks. Oh my god, there it goes. Stock speed, i7-7700K, comes at 4.2 gigahertz. 4.2 gigahertz is 100 megahertz faster than I was comfortable overclocking my last processor. That's crazy to me. Chassis fan 123. So one thing I didn't actually notice in this case, well, one thing I didn't mention was something that I think is personally pretty cool. We have 2 fans blowing in from the front, so I think it's sucking from here, blowing in through here, goes up, CPU fan blows up. I'm pretty sure the Gigabyte blows out, but that's okay. This chip runs really cool, guys. 1060, Gigabyte Windforce, it's some good stuff. And then this fan, I believe, blows in? I don't know, I can kind of feel it. I'm not really sure where everything's going, but there are 3 case fans, and it looks like everything is running smooth. I just thought this BIOS looked really good, and I'm super excited, so that's it. Oh, side note, it's only recognizing half of my RAM. Alright, one problem at a time. It's happening! It's happening! I was going to record sooner, but my system just started booting. I don't know what's happening. System service exception. So this is... I don't know what this could be. The obvious concern is I'm pretty sure Windows has some kind of like cap on how many computers you can use your drive in. But I'm hoping I'm not running into that issue. Hopefully this will just boot in the background, but all I've done is very ragtag plugged my SSD in. Because I had to cannibalize this from the other side. It's booting! If this is a Minecraft wallpaper, it is a 6... Ah, crap. Okay. I'm so giddy. I had to cannibalize this from my old system, so this was actually still warm when I was working on it, because I just went from triple monitor or whatever the hell I was doing to using its power supply. This thing's not even screwed in, it's actually loose. So It looks like this thing's going to be dancing with the home screen, and I'll figure out what this is about. Alright, while I'm trusting Windows to keep my files while it resets PC, I probably should have just turned it off and turned it back on again before I jump to conclusions, but I got the RAM to work in a startling way. So, I think I was installing it wrong. This time I just pushed them both in, it clicked on either end, and it worked. And this concerns me because I might have been installing it wrong on 3G's PC. However, there's no way I installed it right. Trust me guys, it clicked on either end, same way I installed it this time. I don't understand why it didn't work in his system. It's probably faulty RAM, but they're just going to replace it. We sent it back to Newegg, and I think in 3 days from yesterday it'll get there, and they should send something back. I am super nervous because I don't remember if I have anything important on my SSD. I mean, of course I'd rather lose nothing, but with those drives down there that have been handled horribly, I'm fairly certain anything that's worth worrying about is stored in my hard drives. I think the only thing important on my SSD would be like Minecraft single player worlds, and you guys know that I do everything on servers anyway, so well, I guess you don't really know what you lost until it's gone. I mean, Minecraft screenshots, those don't really care. I'm not a super sentimental person. I don't know. We'll find out. Boy, was that a bad idea. I really should have explored other options before I did that. You see, the way Microsoft phrased it was, we will remove all apps that weren't previously on this PC, which, from experience I've discovered, means everything I've downloaded. Now, most of those white sheets are just Steam games. I don't care about that. Those are all saved online. I can just download that, no problem. But it's at least provided me with a, get this, Internet Explorer link to everything that it removed, and I haven't even plugged my hard drives in yet. So, if you would have told me the first thing I'd be doing when I plugged in my new system was downloading all of my files again, I wouldn't have thought that joke was funny. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna be busy. Well, besides all of my okay, it says all of my files are right where I left them, and it still says I've used like 100 and some gigabytes on this SSD. So I'm thinking, oh, this is a long shot, but maybe if I download source files like Minecraft, it's gonna like reconnect all my saves and shit. It's a long shot. I mean, look, this is my disk properties. It says I've used 102 gigabytes. Huh, that's not just Windows, so I guess we'll find out what all is in here. There are a bunch of pictures, but that's from my iPhone and shouldn't be too much. Yeah, 5.3 gigs. But what I was going to say is, other than all my pictures being gone and shit like that, all my files or whatever, CPU's running. I just downloaded SpeedFan. Looks like the CPU itself is at 37C on just air. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to overclock this system. I really want to see how it runs Minecraft, connects to my Nerva, etc, 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 how it runs the Ruby Center, but hey, 7700K is running pretty well. And while all of my files aren't here in the way, I figure I might as well do a CPU benchmark. Why not? Why not, huh? Alright, software license, yes. Okay. Intel Core i7, 4 cores, 8 threads, run. This is about as close as you're going to get to, well, I guess, literal CPU benchmarking on my system. I have no... Okay, well, I was going to say I have no idea. My old system got, in its prime, when I overclocked it, like 330 points. And running at the same clock speed, running it like a couple weeks ago or whatever, it was all the way down to like 260 and stuff. So it's been degraded quite a bit. And I can already tell you this is ripping through it much faster than I'm used to. And other i7 scores I've seen were upwards of 900, and I'm pretty sure those were overclocked. So I guess we're going to see live right now. 1009! Well, that should do it. So that's at a flat rate, all cores working, the rendering an image, it is pretty much flat, you know, 3 times faster than my other processor. We haven't even overclocked this yet. And if that was a segue into another bit, I wish. I'm gonna focus on getting my system set up because I care more about my files, guys, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna get all 3 monitors set up because that'll increase productivity as far as this goes. Get this mess cleaned up, and because I'm confirmed that the system's working, like if we go to our files, this PC, right-click properties, there you go, 16 gigs of RAM. 16 gigs of RAM, i7-7700K. I know I've got the GTX 1060 in there, and I haven't even enabled Turbo Boost, and that'll automatically set it right up to 4.5 gigahertz. So I don't know. I mean, maybe this is just placebo, but you can just tell when you're running on a faster processor. I've seen it in videos where, like, you know, files just open and close faster. Again, maybe I'm just foolish, but I mean, my old system lagged a bit. So yeah, I'm just gonna have fun with this, and I'm probably not gonna record for a while. All right, so I am still installing all my crap, but I had to get the essentials out of the way. Discord and Minecraft. Oh, okay, so this is uglier than anything you'll ever see on my channel, guys. But I'm running the Ruby Center at 120 frames a second. It's not sorting, granted. If you're somehow watching my channel right now and you haven't seen my videos before, just know that this storage room is the laggiest thing on our world. When it was sorting, my game got down to about 14, and at idle, I was at best at 40 frames a second, and right now I'm at 102. The lowest I've seen it dip so far is about 75. So that means when I am, playing around with VSync on like normal, right now I'm benchmarking, so frame rate is unlocked up there. Normally, I'll just be at 60. That's what I want from a gaming experience. I want it to be capped at 60, whether I'm recording or streaming, and I never want to be reminded that I'm playing on a computer. The gameplay should be seamless. You might also notice that I haven't any of my resource packs yet. Still trying to get all my files back, but the computer is performing splendidly. All right, installation has gone really well. Computer is taken out, just kind of chilling over here. Kevin's taking my laptop and finding information on his tickets he got. Leaning forward, of course, because neither of us have glasses on. 3G system still chilling in the back, and here's the plan. So I'm so happy to say, download of all my stuff, really guys, it's not that bad. I mean, I lost my Minecraft files, but like, everything important was backed up on my hard drives. I'm super diligent about that stuff. I mean, seriously, I have an archive folder of all of like Minerva, the world before Minerva, the last backup of Minerva Season 1, Minerva Season 2, and then like there's a folder specifically for Minerva Season 2 backups that's like 30 long. I keep them about a month back, so griefing is pretty much impossible. And just all that stuff was saved. And even like my resource packs I just downloaded from the links in my YouTube descriptions that you guys can follow on your own. So, I use the links I share with you guys. So there you go. I got all my stuff back. Except for my Elytra wings. I'm going to have to get that from Zed, but not a big deal. But other than that, other than all the software, everything is fine. I mean, the CPU is kicking Minecraft's ass. Little things like opening files is just so much faster. Changing the video resolution in YouTube used to like stutter my video. Opening a Chrome tab and dragging it onto a new monitor would slow things down, and now it's just seamless. It's absolutely amazing. This is coming from someone who just went from a CPU that was getting benchmarks lower than an i3, and now I'm at like, not a top tier i7, but as far as like the $300, $350 range, this is about the best you're gonna get. A 7700K is a beast of a processor, recommended pretty much only for content creation. If you're just a casual gamer and you're not making videos or anything, the higher i5 7600s, that'll do it. And that's what I recommended Iron got, but he wanted to get a 7700. So what am I doing? What am I talking about? This system's just chilling. I wanted to put the case on the side, and I'll just be putting that right back in there. Case is way too big for that small space, but that's really not a concern. It'll fit, it's just clunky. And this system is totally good for, I mean, here's the equivalent of an i3. It's just an APU, which is why we don't need a graphics card. Here's the old power supply. Plenty of RAM. I think 8 gigs of RAM should be plenty enough for web surfing. And we even have a disk drive. I might not even install that because it's just whatever. And that's it. I mean, all of that is completely fine. And that's why I mentioned Kevin's over here on my laptop, because as soon as he's done using this, I plan to just rip the SSD out of that, put it in that system, and I just might set it down here for more desk space. And then I'll just set up like a keyboard and mouse over here. The Naga Chroma I mentioned. Hello, cat, that I didn't know was under the futon or something. And that's it. So, yeah, that laptop will be retired. I mean, it's got an i5 in it. Like, it's a decent work laptop. It can totally do the job. I might even sell it to Kevin if he really wants it. But, yeah, that just about wraps it up. I think I'm going to conclude the video here, and I'll continue with more information in future videos because I will be raving about this PC forever. The fact that I can play Minecraft at a smooth 60 FPS no matter what's going on will absolutely encourage me to play more, and I'll be doing some flat world testing to see how many FPS I can get, because I was already over 1,000 in the nether, 1,100 at one point, easy, like it was crushing the game, and that was at 12 chunks render distance on Minecraft vanilla without even Optifine installed. I didn't even manage any of my settings at all. It just went right up to like 1,100. And that was pretty cool. And then as soon as I looked at chess, it went down to 300. Yeah, down to 300. I am so happy this system is finally done. Not only as a computer and like Minecraft, not only as like a computer and gaming nerd, but as like a content creator. The fact that I'll be able to make videos better and easier, and they'll look better, and it'll play better, and I'll be more encouraged. And I tested rendering a video. It's more than twice as fast as it used to take. From my small minute-and-a-half test or so, basically the video length times 2 is how long it's going to take me to render. And I understand people's concerns with like a Ryzen system would do that better, but I mean, that's plenty fast for me. I was scrubbing through the timeline, it was pretty much seamless, which is all I needed. It crushes Minecraft, and it edits and produces well. That's all I wanted from a CPU. That's why I went Intel. I really just need a powerful gaming machine that's also great at video production, and that's exactly what this is. Ryzen's are super heavily suited towards multi-threaded workloads, which Minecraft and other gamings are not. So I'm super happy with my purchase for 300 bucks. I mean, this thing is absolutely a beast for its price point. This will be a nice, you know, movie computer. Honestly, I mean, I use that laptop almost daily for random videos and stuff just to put on the TV, and you can hear that fan from here, hopefully. Yeah, that thing gets louder even. So this, even the stock cooler will run pretty silently. So, yeah, I think that just about concludes everything. If you have any more comments or questions, just ask below. I will be happily editing this on the new system, so it should be up brand new and super soon. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm super stoked to have this system. I'll probably have to update my Patreon page or something, and yeah. Huge success. And well, I guess 3G system is kind of an open book, but since we concluded RAM was the issue, that'll be its own story. So I guess stay tuned for that adventure, but this video is over.